Hey, and welcome to the second level of Doom 64. This is the Terraformer. Quick insight here, just because I know there are going to be some people asking in the comment section. Yes, I am going to be doing Hectic, and yes, we will get to it eventually, but I am going to add it to the end of the run, just because I feel it's a bit too short to be its own video. The plan is to do a big video with all the fun levels together at the end of the run, so that's where Hectic's going to be. This opening room has a bunch of zombie men in it, and we're just going to take these out with our pistol here. To the left here there's a few imps on higher difficulties. Just want to avoid the fireballs as best we can. Take out the imps here. The fireballs move a lot slower in this version of the game, so it's actually easier to move out of the way. There is no nightmare difficulty on this game. As you can see, we can't go towards the exit of the level. This is a very interesting space. Very dark, but lit up by the red lights. Of course, this is going to be a nasty trap filled with pinkies, so make sure you make good use of the chain gun here. If you time your shot right, you can take out most of the pinkies with the barrels in the middle. Nice little trap, that one. But here's something I really love about Doom 64, the way that levels transform around the player. So you can see here, this has gone from a dark area to a well-lit blue hued corridor, and it is something we will be seeing quite a bit of, because Doom 64 does love to make use of that technique. Gonna grab this Berserk pack because it will be a bit useful later on. You can see inside the red door there, we need to hit that switch, but we can't quite get in there yet. Gonna take out these imps here. You can see the fireball doesn't move as fast as it does in the PC version. At least it doesn't look like it's moving as fast. Just be careful as you're making your way around this corridor here. You'll also notice that the light amplification goggles did not light up that corridor behind us. So in this version, the light amplification goggles does not turn everything to maximum lighting. You'll also notice that this key is transferring itself around the room here. So again, this is another Doom 64 technique. They do love playing with the player in some of these areas. We're just going to have to wait for it to move to its final position. So be careful when choosing which switch to hit here. If it's got these little panels at the side, it means it's going to crush you. It's a fake switch. It does actually change every time you play this level as well, so there's a chance you could see it appear in any four of those sectors. That's something that Doom 64 does differently as well. There is some elements of RNG where it wasn't present in the base Doom games. Just going to make our way through this corridor here. Don't really want to fall down right now. I'd like to get rid of all these enemies before we do that. So we're going to try to avoid dropping down. We're going to head into this area here. There are some imps in this little area here. There are some rockets. We don't get the rocket launcher on this level, unfortunately. But, you know, it's nice to pick up the ammo for it. You can see here we do get spectres in this version of Doom as well. They are pretty hard to spot as well, so be aware of that. That door there doesn't unlock, but this is a secret here. Make sure you grab it, because there's a bunch of goodies in here that you really want to get your hands on. Gonna grab the supercharge there, and you can see it actually kind of comes around in a big circle. So, you know, we're heading back this way because we need to actually drop down here now. So this next section is pretty interesting. This is a crusher section, and it only activates when you're actually in or near the sector. If you try walking away from it, the crusher will actually stop. So you actually have to be here for it to work. Also, just be careful as you're moving through. In this game, it is possible for the crusher to graze you slightly and not freeze you in place, so it can hurt you. So just make sure you're not too close. As you can see, it didn't activate until we were right next to the crusher. Luckily, these lights here are guiding us. I'm just sort of sidestepping here, making sure we don't wander too far. Just taking our time here, there's no need to rush. So this is the red door. As I always say with Doom, if it looks like a trap, it probably is. That room looked like a trap, so there was some imps waiting to ambush us. Doom 64 goes big on terraforming its levels, so there's always some kind of big transformation potentially in the works. And as you can see here, by using this terraformer here, we're able to access the later part of this level, but we can't actually open the door to get out there, so we can't interact with this outside of just watching it. It does make me wonder if they'd thought about that as a feature. Would it have made it into the original Dooms? Because it would have been fun to see transforming levels in the base Doom games. So just got to be careful in this corridor. There are some enemies in these cages. They will shoot you if you get in front of them, so just take them out from a distance. I do love the chain gun in this version. I do love the noise it makes, and I do love the little blue flame it shoots out at the end, because that just kind of makes it feel extra powerful in my opinion. So as we make our way into this courtyard here, just be careful, because there's quite a few hit scanner enemies out here. And there's a few imps up top there that we really don't want to be dealing with. So we're going to head into this sort of little computer lab area here. It's a bit of an annoying one because there's a whole bunch of zombie men and shotgunner guys in here. And the thing is, they can shoot you just like you can shoot them over the top of the computers. So I just kind of like letting them come towards me. It's a lot easier than sort of going in there and having them sort of blast me in the face. Excellent. Oh, hello. Didn't expect to see someone around the corner there. So when you hit that switch, it brings you to this room here. This is where those imps were earlier on that we shot at. You can grab the yellow key and we can pretty much head towards the end of the level here. There is a secret room here. Recommend grabbing the rockets if you want to be supercharged with the rocket launcher when you get that next level. And you can see here, opening this door takes us over here. This is the door we couldn't open earlier on. So yeah, we're pretty much done with this level here. Again, it's another fun level. It's got a lot of creepy atmosphere about it. I really think the lighting adds a lot to Doom 64's levels. They really kind of make some of these rooms very memorable. Do love the cold lighting here as well. Love that we're going to be seeing a lot of that. So yeah, honestly, really enjoyed this one. It's not a complicated level, it's not overly long, but it's a nice little level, and it sort of introduces a lot of the concepts that Doom 64 is going to be running with as we make our way through the game here. I think it's a solid second level. I don't think it does anything too exciting, but at the same time, it's doing what it needs to teach the player the essentials for when the really hard levels start kicking in. And trust me, Doom 64 gets a bit hard later on in the run. So yeah, let me know what you think of the Terraformer. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you a fan of Doom 64? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.